Hey there, I'm Jill Allen, and this is Find Your Fierce, the show designed to help you discover your inner strength and unlock an unstoppable mindset that will completely transform how you show up every day. Each week, I will share methods and strategies to inspire you to step into your greatness and live life with purpose. Join me on this journey to becoming fit, fierce, and unstoppable. Hey there, welcome to episode 196 of Find Your Fierce, where we help each other become the best version of ourselves. And it has been a while since we all have been together. And to be honest, the break has been crazy good. I absolutely enjoyed our summer with the kids and with family. And I just feel like there's so much to fill you in on before we dive into this epic series that we are about to kick off here today. And since we have last chatted, we had a high school graduation. We rocked out a half Ironman in Maryland with a dear friend. Between the 6 months of training and seeing your friend cross that line after 70.3 miles, it was such an incredible feeling. It was so good to see that goal conquered after I've been training so long. We also took our group, Love Your Neighbor, on a mission trip to Costa Rica, which was incredible. It was such a neat, I shouldn't even say neat, words can't even describe it. It was such a godly experience where there were so many encounters where we were meant to be there. And our partnership down there was definitely divine. I mean, the way that it worked out, it was life-changing. The people that we met and the opportunity that we had to serve. I have a feeling it's not going to be our last time to be there, to be in that community of Nasara. And it was just so good. And we're actually working on our next mission trip for 2025 right now, actually, as God works in such amazing ways. And He continued to do that through our family vacations. We went on a week-long trip with the girls in the van, talk about van life, where we chased 10 swimming holes, 10 waterfalls throughout Vermont. It was so cool. It was so fun. It was just so laid back, and we lived the simple life, and it was incredible. And I know it's an adventure that I will always cherish. I think the girls will too. We even took our dog, Gertie. She loved it. She soaked it up being top dog. We had to leave Gracie home because her shoulder is kind of jacked up, and we knew she wouldn't be able to make it. So shout out to our son who watched Gracie as we were able to take on this adventure. So it's pretty neat. Actually, the itinerary is in our Hike, Live, Explore community. So be sure to check that out, join that group. And it's all things travel and hiking and fitness and all the good stuff. So head on over there. We also moved Hayden into college life, and he's living it up. But here's the thing, like 2 days before the high school graduation, he got word that he got into the aviation program down at OU, and it completely changed all the plans that were planned, I guess, that we all thought was going to happen and the path that he was on. So we just kind of did a flip-flop. Again, God works in crazy ways, and obviously it was meant to be. So we moved him in. He was ready, and of course I cried. But I do have to say that the house is cleaner, so much cleaner, and much, much quieter without him. And I know we surely miss him. Gosh, I actually feel like we need to do an episode for all of you who are going through that same season of life as a new chapter also begins for us, because it can be a tough season when your kids, grow up and move away. I think it was Mel Robbins said it's not about like the empty nest. It's more about the fact that we are called like we're not empty nesters, but we're bird launchers. And I just love that. I love that perspective of it. But I know it can be tough, but I also know that it can be so rewarding at the same time. Oh my gosh. I mean, I could go on and on. I mean, if life was not complete enough, I partnered with Fora Travel, and I'm now a travel advisor. I tell you what, if you ask me like, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? A travel advisor was not necessarily on my list of dreams. But again, it just so happens I'm having so much fun with that, helping people plan their vacations and their adventures. And here's a shameless plug, guys. If you want to travel, or if you would love it, to take on your next adventure, or take off for a weekend getaway, just think of me, as it is truly no extra cost to you. I had no idea how travel advisors work. It's no extra cost to the person planning the trip. Basically, you get to show up, you enjoy all the additional perks that you get when a travel advisor helps you and your crew. So it's been so much fun. And that now that life is kind of back on a school schedule, I actually had time to breathe. And here we are, which brings us to this moment where we're going to dive into our health. And I hope really today that I just hope to inspire you to make your health a priority, to be able to make the changes and the healthy routines and habits that I know that you desperately want in your life so you can live your best life. Okay. And so I've been working on this series. It's going to be so good. It's called Wellness Unplugged, Your Path to Vibrant Living. And this series is going to run through the end of the year, as we are going to cover topics from movement to sugar addiction, gut health, perimenopause, women's health, mindset, and then, of course, the glue that holds it all together is our faith. And I'm excited to put this together, teaming up with special guests and experts in the field. And so it's all for you. And hopefully it will encourage you to step on the path to vibrant living and toward a healthier, more vibrant life. So in this first episode, we are going to explore how purposeful movement through cardio and strength training can transform your body and mind. Okay, so whether you're just like starting out or looking to elevate your fitness routine, I promise today's episode is packed with practical tips and insights to get you moving. And I know that you are not too old. It is not too late. You are not too busy. And no matter how many times that you have tried, you are not a failure. Guys, it is possible to start today, to begin reversing the aging process and to get moving. So let's get fired up. We are bringing you hope today. But I'm going to start off with being a little bit hardcore right now, okay? There is an urgent need for change. Okay, so let's take a moment to address this pressing issue. Okay, in the United States, get this, guys, nearly 42% of adults are classified as obese, and around 74% are classified as either overweight or obese. 74%, guys. Some studies are even showing 80%, which that's mind-blowing to me. Let's talk about kids. About 1 in 6 children and adolescents, and we're talking about the ages of 2 to 19, they're overweight. 1 in 5 children and adolescents have obesity. 35% of youth are either overweight and or obese. Guys, that is, again, it's just mind-blowing. I mean, these numbers are not just statistics. I mean, they reflect a significant public health challenge that increases the risk of chronic conditions like heart disease, diabetes, even certain cancers. I mean, we are seeing it in our health systems. This is serious. And if you fall in those statistics, I mean, first, I am so glad that you are here because you're looking for a solution. And if you know someone that falls into these numbers, please share this episode, pass this along, because this is not to shame or make you shrink back into hiding or to help you, like to point out the elephant in the room. I mean, it is to shed light on this and to inspire you to take action, to say that enough is enough and to take back control of your health because you matter, period. Here's another sobering fact. Approximately 95% of diets fail. Many of us have tried different diets, right? But they're often unsustainable. They're focused on quick fixes rather than fostering long-term healthy habits. And this series aims to offer more than just another training plan or diet. It's going to provide a sustainable path to wellness that emphasizes consistent, enjoyable movement and balanced fitness, okay? And so together, we're going to work towards prioritizing and integrating health into your everyday life. So today, this episode is called Move with Purpose, and it's going to focus on the cardio and strength training essentials and all the incredible benefits of cardio and strength training. And I'm going to share actionable tips to help you create a balanced and enjoyable fitness routine. So let's start on that path to a healthier, more energized you. It is important to find joy in movement. You do not need to participate in an intense event like a half Ironman to reap the benefits of cardio and strength training. Okay, we are encouraging you to start where you are and to start today. Let's discuss the why behind the cardio and strength and how both are crucial in a well-rounded lifestyle. Okay, and I know you guys have probably heard all of these before, but I want to hit this home because the why is so critical. So, like cardio exercises like running and cycling, hiking, swimming, I mean, obviously they are so fantastic for your heart health. I mean, these activities stimulate your heart, improving cardiovascular function, lung capacity, and over time, the regular cardio helps regulate your blood pressure. It increases your metabolism, making it easier to manage a healthy weight. Plus, if you stick with cardio exercises, and this is where the consistency piece kicks in, you're going to build stamina and endurance. And this means everyday tasks like climbing stairs or carrying groceries or keeping up with the kiddos and the grandkids, it's going to become easier, and you're going to actually find that you have more energy throughout the day. And I know that we all want more energy because it's so much more and or beyond just the weight loss, right? Let's talk some mental benefits. I mean, cardio is incredibly beneficial for our mental health. I mean, during any type of aerobic exercise, our body releases endorphins, right? These wonderful chemicals that lift our mood and reduce stress. Many people actually, and maybe you've experienced it, that natural high after a really good cardio workout, which can help ease some of these symptoms of anxiety and depression. I mean, we have a built-in antidepressant in our body that God's given us, that we have this in our body. So if we go do some cardio, we can help eliminate some of those symptoms of the anxiety and the depression that we may feel during moments of each day. Let's dive in a little bit deeper here. I mean, it's going to improve the quality of our sleep. It helps us fall asleep faster and enjoy deeper, more restorative rest. And it doesn't stop there, guys. I mean, cardio can also enhance our cognitive function. It makes us feel sharper, more focused during the day. And being in perimenopause, I need all the mental sharpness that I can get. And I'm sure some of you guys can relate to that. Let's talk benefits of strength training. Okay. And I want to start by sharing that as people age, they typically lose about 3 to 5% of their muscle mass per decade, okay, starting around the age of 30. Okay, and so this loss can increase after the age of 60. And some studies are even suggest that 11 to 50% of people over 80 have the sarcopenia, which is that gradual loss of muscle mass and strength. Okay, so we have to say that strength training may be the number one key. I mean, I don't want to like over exaggerate it, but strength training is so super important. And for me, it's a non-negotiable when it comes to a training regimen, especially as we age. We want to be able to keep that muscle mass. So we've got strength training, guys. That's going to include lifting weights, using resistance bands, performing body weight exercises, and it's all critical to building and maintaining that muscle mass. And it's not just about looking good, right? It's not about the aesthetics. I mean, strong muscles, okay, support our joints. They improve our posture. They reduce the risk of injuries. Plus, muscle tissue, guys, burns more calories at rest than fat tissue. So I'm thinking we want more, right, muscle in our body so we can burn more. And so a solid strength training routine can help with the weight management even when you're not working out, even while we're at rest. Not to mention, it improves our overall functional fitness, which is, think about all the things that you do throughout the day, lifting a box or bending down to tie your shoes. I mean, it all becomes easier and less taxing on our body because we're fit, we're healthy, and we have the muscles to be able to support our body doing just daily movements. Not to mention better bone density, which is crucial for preventing osteoporosis as we age. I love being in the gym, and it also helps my, my mental state as well. And so it's very empowering, watching yourself progress from lifting heavier weights to performing more challenging exercises, guys, it can really boost your self-esteem and confidence. I mean, it's such a great way to feel accomplished and motivated just by hitting the gym and lifting those weights and just seeing what our body can do. And of course, like with cardio, I mean, it's a powerful stress reliever. I mean, I just know that when you complete a challenging workout, it provides a sense of accomplishment. It helps clear your mind, improves your mood, overall, lowering that stress. And I get very passionate about this. I have been a certified strength and conditioning specialist for the last, 25 years with a degree in exercise physiology, years of personal experience. I train, 6 to 7 days a week. And I'll explain that a little bit more, 7 days, because I have some active rest thrown in there. But I do work out 6 days a week, hours upon hours of continuing education, training hundreds of women throughout that time. And some who are just getting started, but others who just wanted to jack up their goals from running their 5K to their first marathon to Ironman to improve in everyday wellness. So they can get up and down off the floor to wrestle with the kiddos, or, maybe it is for weight loss, but a lot of it is just for daily function. And I've truly seen it all. I know that breakthroughs can be made at any age, and it doesn't matter what fitness level you are currently. I know that changes and transformation can be had. I remember one of my first clients, Cheryl, coming into the gym at the age of 50 to get started. And I tell you what, I'm so super proud of her. Just this weekend, I mean, as we are recording this right now, she's driving out 15 years later. She is competing. Okay, guys, she's been competing in some triathlons over the last few years, but get this, she's competing in the National Sprint Triathlon, and she's representing her age group in her mid-60s. You had to qualify for that. I mean, this is such a big, big thing to qualify for the USA national team. I mean, it's just, gosh, it's so neat. It's incredible, from watching her get started to believing in herself, the strength gains to reverse age. I mean, it's happening all within, right in front of me. I've watched her, and it's just so, so good. And it proves that it can be done. So how do you get started? Like, what is it that you can do today to get started on your journey? And I want to share some beginner-friendly ways to begin incorporating cardio and strength training into your routine. And I don't want you to be afraid of this, okay? I want you to have that mindset to make that decision, that it's not scary. I mean, it's just one step at a time, showing up each and every day. But I do suggest starting with, because I know sometimes we get like, we're all in, and then injuries happen, or we're all in and then you get burnout, or you're all in and you skip a day and then it's like you think you're a failure and you have to start all over, or you don't want to start over again. Okay, so this is why I suggest starting with a low impact cardio, okay, like brisk walking or gentle cycling, just to get moving, okay? These activities are easy on the joints, especially, guys, if you're carrying some extra weight and some pounds. We want to protect the knees, we want to protect the hips and the joints. And so we want to build up to this. And these activities are easy on those joints, and it can be a great way to build cardiovascular endurance. You could do body weight exercises such as squats and the lunges and the push-ups. It's just such an excellent starting point for strength training, like some basic moves. And know that everything can be modified to the fitness level that you are currently. And so gradually increasing the intensity and complexity of your workout, it is critical to making steady progress and avoiding injury. But here's the thing, consistency is everything. Start with strength training 2 days a week, or total body movements, cardio 3 days a week, adding in rest days. And here's the thing, before you know it, you may just be addicted to how you feel and the confidence soaring and the energy boost that you get and all those benefits that we just listed. You're going to get fired up, and you're going to miss it when you don't work out. And then, your rest days become active rest days, and you might go for a hike or a walk on your off days as just a bonus because you just feel so good and you love to move your body. You can also join our Fit and Fierce community. I don't know if you guys have heard about that or not, but there are over 500 workouts on demand that I actually do with you, and it's all for free. So just go check that out on my website. It's jillallencoaching.com. There's also a light series to help you get started, all from home, okay? 20 minutes a day. So let's continue with some common misconceptions, and we're going to like debunk some of the strength and fitness myths, okay? So, myth number 1. Strength training, I just heard this actually this week. Strength training will make me bulky. Well, here's the truth. You might have heard that lifting weights will make you look like a bodybuilder, but I gotta tell you, that's not quite the case for most of us. Here's a scoop. You don't get this automatic bulk. Building a bulky physique usually requires super intense, specific training combined with a high calorie, high protein diet. Okay. And so for most people, strength training simply helps, just increase your muscle mass. It tones your muscles, makes you stronger without turning into a bodybuilder. Okay. And so, ladies, there's no worries. Guys, you have less testosterone than men. So it's so much harder to bulk up. Now, you will notice, a leaner look, a more sculpted look from our strength workouts, but that's a good thing. And we're going to increase again that muscle mass and put a little bit more on. But if you're worried about bulk, maybe, start off, which if you guys are just beginning anyway, focus on lighter weights with more reps. Our key, I love 12 to 15 rep range, but I also like some of these strength gains too. So like 8 to 12 is really good, but reach out, ask questions. If you're just getting started, reps of 15 is probably key. And then that way you can build the endurance, the strength, while keeping those muscles nice and lean versus maybe the massive hypertrophy. Okay. Myth number 2, cardio is the only way to lose weight. Guys, it is easy to think that cardio is the only path to shedding pounds. Okay. Because a lot of times when people start walking, they start running, they drop that weight. Okay. Guys, but there's so much more to the story. Muscles matter. Strength training helps you build muscle, and more muscle means you burn more calories even when you're not working out. And so lifting weights can actually be a great partner. It'd probably be the best partner to your cardio routine for weight management. Okay. Again, especially as we age. And then if you can mix it up, if you have a blend of cardio and strength training, that often works best. And, as a matter of fact, I don't suggest anything else but to mix it up and do both, because cardio helps burn calories while strength training boosts your metabolism and it keeps you strong. It's just part of that puzzle piece or that cycle that you need to have that overall, that balance. Okay. Because weight loss, it's a combination of exercising, eating well, strength training, combining cardio, weights, eating healthy. Guys, it can be more effective than just doing cardio alone. We want the whole package. What about this myth? You need to spend hours in the gym to see results. Here's the thing. You don't have to spend hours in the gym to see progress. Short, effective workouts can be just as beneficial. So for those of you who are saying, I don't have time, guys, you don't need a lot of time. Okay. That is exactly why I created Fit and Fierce, because they're 20-minute workouts and you can do them anywhere, anytime. They're short, they're sweet, they're high intensity. They're strength training sessions that can be really, really effective, and you can complete them all within 20, 30 minutes. It's just about how you use your time and the time that you do have. And I know I've mentioned this a few times already, but consistency is key. Regular, shorter workouts can be more effective and easier to stick with long-term, right, than those occasional long gym sessions. And I really want you guys to focus on quality, focusing on proper form, intensity. It matters more than the length of your workout. Okay, so short but focused sessions can help us get stronger and fitter without the need for like these marathon gym visits. Okay, here's another myth. Everyone is judging you at the gym or during your workout. Okay. I get it. It's common to feel self-conscious when you're starting out with a new fitness routine or you're going to the gym. But the truth is, most people are so focused on their own workouts, they're not looking side to side. They are not judging other people. Okay. Everyone's focused on themselves. And so when you're at the gym or out for a run or a walk, most people are concentrating on their own fitness goals or their own life. that they're too busy thinking about their own routines to pay much attention to you. Okay. And I've also found that you're probably an inspiration. Just by showing up and making fitness a priority, you're setting such a great example, for your friends, your family, the people that drive by. I mean, your commitment can motivate others to start or continue their own fitness journeys, right? So seeing someone else taking action can be so incredibly inspiring. So instead of feeling judged, realize that your efforts can and will encourage others. And when people, just see you working hard and sticking to your goals, it can give them the courage to take their first step towards fitness. Okay, so you are a game changer, you are a life changer, you can help transform others' lives, all while taking the first step to transform yours. So you're just part of this positive cycle of inspiration and motivation that is very, very much needed in this world. Okay, how about this? Finding motivation. How is it that you can stay committed to your fitness goals? Okay. I don't even know if motivation is the right word, because keeping up with a fitness routine, it is tough, especially if you're tired one day, you're sluggish, or you're short on time, you're not feeling it. I don't want you to worry, guys. There's some practical ways that we can, stay motivated, make your fitness a fun part of your life. But if I'm honest, I would say the majority of the time, I don't want to go out for a run in 90-degree weather. Okay, that's not ideal for me. I don't want to set my alarm at 4:15 in the morning to get up and hit the gym. You just don't want to, okay? And if I based it off just my emotions or my feeling, I probably wouldn't necessarily work out at, 6 days a week. It's part of that discipline, the habits that have been built. And I know I just do it because the impact is so much greater than my feeling or my emotion at a certain moment. Okay. So just know that you're not always going to want to do it, but do it anyway. Okay. Number one, how to find motivation. We got to set realistic and achievable goals. Please start small. I mean, I'm a big, huge dream chaser, set big goals, set big dreams. But it's the small steps that get us to where we want to be. Okay, so begin with goals that are manageable and specific. Like, I'm going to exercise for 30 minutes 3 times a week. We can even break it down even more. I'm going to go take a walk for 20 minutes today. Okay, what can you do here in this present moment? And it makes it easier to see the progress and to feel accomplished, as well as celebrating the little wins. I mean, every time you hit a milestone or you have a great workout, or no matter how small, give yourself a pat on the back. These small victories are definitely going to keep you motivated and to stay on track. What about tracking your progress? If you're old school, use a journal, apps. I have my Apple Watch, but I also have been recently keeping up with Strava. I love Strava. I look down to see how many miles I hit this week, how many hours I spent working out, just little things, and to where I can celebrate those small wins. Okay, but keep track of your workouts and how you're feeling, because again, seeing that progress, we forget where we sometimes started and how we're making those, wins throughout each day because we are consistent. And it could just be so super encouraging. I love it. Like, again, the Strava app, it can help you set the goals, track workouts, even connect with others. So I think we even have a Hike, Live, Explore club, so we can encourage each other. So follow that on Strava. It's free. The download is free. But sometimes when we see a record of our progress, and like how much you've improved over time, it's definitely a great boost to stay motivated and to keep you going on the days that you don't feel like it. I love finding a workout buddy or to join a class. Guys, get social. Exercise with a friend, meet up for a hike, meet up for a walk, go for a jog with a friend, catch up. Instead of talking on the phone, I say this all the time, instead of talking on the phone, meet your friend for a walk. And so it's just more enjoyable. It keeps you accountable. You can share some laughs, catch up. What about group fitness? Guys, we actually have a 5 a.m. morning class, just Mondays and Thursdays, but enough to get us through the week, where we do group training, strength training in the morning. But you can join any type of class, stretch, spin, guys, pickleball. I mean, it could be so fun, motivating, the group energy and the structure. It can make the workouts feel a little bit more exciting. Here's a big one. Focus on what you enjoy, okay? And if you don't know what you enjoy, experiment. Try different activities until you find what makes you smile. Guys, it could be swimming, it could be hiking, it could be dancing. Doing something you love makes sticking to your routine easier. It makes it fun, guys. Throw on your favorite, playlist, try out new workout gear, change up your workout location to keep things fresh and enjoyable. Guys, just make it fun, okay? Throw those in a couple times a week to change the scenery. I already talked a little bit about this, but I can't stress this enough. Celebrate your wins, acknowledge your success, okay? Just stick to the plan, take a moment to celebrate, and of course, reward yourself, whatever that may be, okay? I always like outfits, new shoes, things like that. I don't know, whatever it is to help reward yourself. And then I want you guys to prioritize self-care, rest, and recharge. And I say that as hardcore as I am, I do make sure that I do get enough rest and recovery so my bodies can bounce back, or my muscle groups can bounce back. But our body needs time to recover and stay energized. And we need to be able to listen to our body, okay? If you're feeling worn out or not quite yourself, or guys, it's okay to adjust your workout, to make a tweak, or maybe take a break. If you're out for a jog, guys, it's okay to walk a minute in there, okay? You are not a failure if you stop and I didn't run the whole thing. Well, are you moving? Yes. Did you, go for 30 minutes? Yes. Okay. Did you take a break in the middle and walk? Yes. Okay, perfect. You're still out there and you're still doing it. So I want you to be super kind to yourself. It definitely helps the fitness for it to be a little bit more sustainable, okay? So just be kind. And of course, making progress and enjoying the journey is what fitness is all about, okay? It's not always about the end goal of how much weight you want to lose, or, how fast you want to run, whatever that is, guys. It's about the progress. It's about the journey. That's actually what I love about training for a triathlon, or, an event like that takes 6 months. Because 6 months of training, I love showing up each and every day and training every day to track the progress, okay? I actually have a letdown after a race because it's like, oh my gosh, I focused all this time every day on the journey and the progress. And that's what it's all about. It's not necessarily about race day. That's the celebration, is race day, is to celebrate. But the journey itself is what is so, so good. So by setting achievable goals, tracking your progress, finding social support, focusing on activities that you enjoy, you can stay motivated and make fitness a joyful part of your life. Okay, so let's wrap this up, okay? Let's wrap this up with some tips and tricks to create a balanced routine, okay? And so I want us to dive into some practical and fun ways to set up a balanced fitness routine that works for you. And so I'm going to throw out some sample workouts so you guys can get your journal, your pen, jot these down. But for cardio, and if you're a beginner, I want you to start with a 20 or 30-minute brisk walk or a gentle cycling session, okay? So if you're ready, once you get moving on that, if you're ready for a little more of a challenge, try interval training. So you can alternate between 1 minute of high intensity effort and then 2 minutes of moderate effort, okay? And you can repeat that for 30 minutes. So for example, you can briskly walk for 2 minutes, and then you can jog for a minute. Walk for 2 minutes, jog for a minute, and you can do that on repeat for 30 minutes. And this mix, it helps boost your endurance and it keeps things exciting, right? You're focused on your time. If you don't even have a watch, guys, you can do run to that mailbox and then walk to the next mailbox, run to the next, and you alternate. You can find light poles, cars, whatever it is. You can make that fun, and you're focusing on that, not so much the pain that you might be in and the uncomfortableness. And then if you're intermediate and you want to mix up your routine with activities, you could do that with jogging. You can combine it with jumping rope. You can add hill climbs to your cycling, whatever that may be, but add a variation in. It ramps up the intensity. It keeps your workouts engaging. Plus, hitting the trails for a hike once a week, that can be a refreshing change of scenery and a great way to build leg strength and improve your cardio while enjoying the outdoors. It just something popped up in my head. We were in St. Lucia. We were hiking the Pitons. And oh my gosh, There was a woman, this was years ago, and she was probably in her mid 60s. I think maybe her husband was in the 60s. She was in her early 70s. All I know is that she was the oldest one in the group by a long shot. And she was like, oh my gosh, going up and down these steps. She wasn't even out of breath. And she was just going, she was so strong. And I finally had to ask her, I'm like, oh my gosh, what do you do for you to just like knock out this mountain? And I kid you not, because she and her husband, they traveled all the time. She goes, I jump rope. I throw jump rope in my suitcase and I jump rope 5 to 10 minutes a day. That's all she does. You talk about like the leg strength, the cardio strength, 5 to 10 minutes of jump roping. If you guys have tried that, guys, it's flat out hard. I think I have to do 1 minute segments. I mean, after having 5 kids, it's jump roping's hard for me, but you can do it if you just break it down into some shorter stints. But it's so powerful. So I don't know, go get a jump rope, throw it in your travel bag, and you guys are going to be good to go if you think that you cannot work out when you go on vacation. Okay, what about sample workouts for strength training? Well, okay, so beginners, you can start with just some foundational body weight exercises. Okay, and I know we mentioned these before. You could do squats, the lunges, the push-ups, the planks. And if you can aim for 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps for each move, that would be a great start. I know these basics, they can really help build that strong foundation, and they're great for overall fitness. Okay, again, 2 to 3 sets, 10 to 15 reps of each move. And then as you progress, gradually introduce weights, resistance bands to your routine. I mean, guys, this will add such, or more of a challenge, and it'll help you continue to build that strength that I know that our body needs. You can also vary your exercises, you can target different muscle groups, keep things interesting. So that's what you would do in a day, right? But what does a week look like? Okay, so here's a weekly plan. And this is one way of doing it, but plans are good. Okay, so if you know exactly what you're doing, like, okay, what do I have on Monday? You got this, boom. That breaks the goal down and it keeps it simple instead of saying, okay, I don't know what I'm going to do today. So Monday, you guys can do an upper body strength day in the gym. You can focus on exercises like push-ups and dumbbell presses, rows. So you can focus on your upper body on strength on Monday. Tuesday can be your cardio day. You can go take a brisk walk. You can jog, cycling session, pickleball, hiking, swimming, throw those in there. Wednesday, okay, we then hit a lower body strength, which that's where your squats and your lunges and your calf raises can be in. And you guys are going to notice that in your Fit and Fierce. If you guys go there and you check out those 500 on demand, they are broken down into muscle groups, body parts, total body, upper body, chest, shoulders, arms, legs, back, and abs. You guys are going to be able to see that. And so all the work or the thinking of it is already done for you. You can just hit play. Okay. So Monday, upper body, Tuesday, cardio, Wednesday, lower body, Thursday, we're back to cardio. Okay. So you can mix it up a little bit. You can do interval training. You can do a hill climb session. You can go back out for that walk, add in those jog intervals, whatever that may be. And then Friday, a full body strength session. Okay, so then that's when you're going to combine the upper and lower body moves for a comprehensive workout. And then basically that week, you would have hit each muscle group twice. Okay, and that's perfect. Saturday is an active recovery, which that's when you go for the hike, or maybe you try a new Pilates class, or do some gentle stretching. And then Sunday is a rest, where you're going to give your body a break and then let it recover, and then you're back at it on Monday. Okay, so this balanced approach ensures that you're working different muscle groups, you're incorporating both cardio and strength, and allowing your body time to rest and recover. Okay, the key is to keep your routine varied and enjoyable so you can stay motivated and excited about your fitness journey. Okay, now I'm going to say this one more time. Starting something new can be tough. And it's a challenge because you're building new habits and routines and brain trails, and you're getting uncomfortable. And let's be honest, your muscles might feel sore, and there's going to be days when you just don't feel like it. But here's the thing, those initial hurdles are all part of the process. That's all part of it. Okay, that's the fun part. You've done something. There's a big difference between an injury and just being a little bit sore because you worked out. It's okay. I still get sore daily because, I train hard. So when it's leg day, I do legs and then I'm sore the next day after years and years of training. So that is completely normal. I want you to embrace this challenge because it means that you're recognizing that the discomfort and the reluctance, guys, is just temporary. On days when motivation kind of plummets, I want you to remind yourself of why you started and the benefits that you're working towards. Each step, no matter how small, it will bring you closer to your goals. Okay. And so when you go through those tough days, and they're going to come, I want you to push through and I want you to keep moving. It's in those moments of perseverance. That's where you build the strength, not just in your body, but in your mind and your resolve. It's just that focus. And I want you to get fired up about that, right? Because every effort counts, every rep counts, every step counts, every day counts. And each day that you show up is a win on your journey to a healthier and stronger you. Okay? So get fired up. I want to thank you because there's a few of you sent in some questions, okay? And I'm excited to dive into them to help answer some of those, and hopefully it'll help you on your fitness journey. So a question that you guys kind of asked is, how often should I change my workout routine to see continued progress? Guys, that is such a great question because you don't want, we already talked a little bit about variation, but you don't want to always do the same thing. And so to keep your body challenged and avoid hitting any type of plateau, it's generally recommended to mix up your workout routine every 6 to 8 weeks, okay? And this doesn't mean that you have to completely overhaul, your plan, but small changes can make a big difference. And so you might vary some of your exercise moves, or you increase the weights that you're using, or introduce new activities to keep things fresh and effective, okay? But the key is to keep your body guessing so it continues to adapt and improve. So to answer that question, about every 6 to 8 weeks. Okay, I love variety. Another question you guys sent in is, what are some effective at-home exercises if I don't have access to a gym? Okay, guys, you can definitely get a great workout at home with minimal equipment. Okay, some effective at-home exercises, including like the body weights, the squats, the lunges, the push-ups, the planks, and the burpees. Guys, these moves engage multiple muscle groups, and it can be quite challenging and really good to add into your program. So for added variety, intensity, you can use, even household items, but weights, resistance bands to kind of boost that intensity level. Okay. And if you are looking for more of a structured workout, okay, I really inviting you, or I want you to consider joining the Fit and Fierce online program, guys. That is where 500 on-demand workout sessions that you can do from home with just a set of weights and exercise bands. And it's a fantastic way to stay motivated and fit without needing a gym. Okay, so feel free to keep the questions coming in our Fit and Fierce community. Let's keep moving towards our fitness goals together. I know today we explored a lot. I don't know if I've ever had a podcast that lasted like 48 minutes ever, but we talked a little bit how purposeful movement through cardio and strength training, how you can become truly energized and enhance your life. I know we discussed the workouts, the physical and the mental benefits. We shared practical tips to help you create a balanced and enjoyable fitness routine. But the bottom line is just move. Just move. Do it anyway. Just move. I hope you're fired up and that you will get out and move today. Before we wrap things up, though, I've got to say, if you haven't already, check out my book, Set Free, Set Fire. They're perfect for solo reading or book clubs and are available on Amazon. Also, if you're looking for some help and ideas, I am excited and I want to create and help plan a private retreat or your next getaway for your friends, your family, your work team. Let's connect if you're up for an adventure and want to plan something special. You guys can message me at jill@jillallencoaching.com. Make sure that you guys tune in next week or next time. I think we're on every other week schedule. We are adding some serious fire to your day, okay? So more Unplugged Wellness is coming next week. We're going to dive into the topic of sugar cravings and explore how to break that sugar spell to understand and overcome sugar addiction. It's a real deal. You don't want to miss it. And if you enjoyed today's episode, subscribe to Fit and Fierce to never miss an episode. Leave a review and follow us on social media at Hike, Live, Explore for more wellness tips and updates. I would love it if you could share this episode with friends and family who might benefit from a fitness boost. Thanks so much for being here. Until next time, remember to be fit, be fierce, be unstoppable. See ya.